guys, so this is day 1 of 3 weeks that I've taken off of work. So I figured I'd do a little reading vlog. I am currently halfway through the Farseer Trilogy by Robin Hobb. I'm reading The Royal Assassin right now, so I'm swapping back and forth between reading it on my Kindle and the paperback. A little over halfway through. I'm loving it so far. If you don't know what this series is about, you follow this character named Fitz, who is the bastard of a prince in the universe that he lives in. There's magic in the universe that comes in the form of the skill, which is kind of a connection to other people and then awareness of other people, and the wit, which is similar but has to do with all living things and focuses more on animals. The main character develops an ability to use both the skill and the wit. He is brought on to be the assistant to the king's assassin, and it's fascinating. You kind of just follow his life as he's doing the work of the king. I think the second book, so far I'm loving it significantly more than the first book. I think because we're so much closer to the main character at this point, and his life is becoming, especially in this book, so much more than being the king's bastard. Like, he's developing his own kind of like goals and wants and needs, and he's figuring out who he is as a person as he's navigating this like tough position that he's put in, and also the threats that like their kingdom is facing that he is experiencing firsthand. So my goal is, I read 200 pages of this yesterday. I want to get significantly further today and throughout this week, hopefully finishing it by the end of the week, which I'm sure I can do because I'm eating it up. And then this book, I don't think next week I'm going to be able to read as much because I'm going and traveling to visit my family. I anticipate I'm not going to have nearly as much free time as I'm hoping for, but that's okay. So I want to at least begin this week, and then I want to get further along next week while I'm traveling. Welcome to the journey. Thank you for coming along. Stay up a little bit reading last night, and I am tired. I made it to page 542. This says I'm 79% of the way through the book, and I would have kept reading because it seems like there's a big part of the book coming up, but the next chapter, it said it was going to take me 27 minutes to finish. That's how far I am. Things are ramping up. I was sitting in my bed reading, and I was like trying to stifle gasps left and right. Your girl was stressing. Ooh, that looks crazy. That's okay. I'm gonna drink my coffee. I haven't even tried it yet. Hold on. Pretty good. I'm gonna drink my coffee and read some more because I need to know what happens. Hello friends. My child is playing with my tripod, so instead you're on my coffee table. I just finished Royal Assassin, probably an hour ago at this point. It's 4 p.m. and I have my PJs on already because I don't plan on doing anything else tonight other than starting the 3rd book and binging as much as I can before I go to bed, which hopefully will be a lot. The ending of the 2nd book was like mind-blowing. That was incredible. So insane. I have a raging headache right now, so my husband is out getting me coffee, like the doll he is. So as soon as he comes back, I'll probably start the book, honestly. If I don't start the book as soon as he gets back, I might take a break and like watch YouTube just to like reset my focus on the book, I guess. I just started Assassin's Quest maybe like an hour and a half ago. I'm on page 53 now. The book didn't really begin the way I thought it was going to begin. I don't love the decisions that Fitz is making, but I understand. Hello vlog. I did barely any reading yesterday. I'm at page 181 right now in my book. I just went and donated plasma because I'm a lifesaver. No, I'm just kidding. My kid is still asleep. I don't really want to read right now, but I also don't want to sit in my apartment. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get coffee to treat myself. I haven't had very much coffee today. I'm gonna chug this water because I'm so thirsty now. And the autumn drinks just came out. And I had the pumpkin cold foam the other day and it was busting. Okay, I got the iced apple crisp, non-dairy chai. Ooh, that's really good. Oh my god.
You want to keep going a little bit?
We can be done. Hello vlog. It's been about a week and a half, I think, since I last updated you guys. We went and visited my family for a week in Washington, which was super fun. I got sick and I lost my voice, which is why I sound like this. I have been reading a little bit more of this book, and it is so fantastic. This book has really cemented in my brain that this is a 5-star series. I don't care how this book ends, which, by the way, I can't believe I'm that far along. I've been reading it on my Kindle up until this point, which is like addicting. Like, you just get glued to the screen and it's just like you can't stop. You keep tapping. You're zoning. There's like 18 books in this universe, the Elderlings universe that Robin Hobb has created. Even if it ends on a crazy cliffhanger, I know that there are, I think, 2 more trilogies that follow Fitz and the Fool. So, like, I know I'm gonna get more information, and that's amazing. I love that. It's kind of the same way I felt when I was reading really any of Brandon Sanderson's work. Like, you know that the universe is expanded upon even if they have different characters in it, and so it's like, you know that you can get your fix. There was particularly a scene around page 400, I think, that I read it, and it was so powerful and emotionally impactful that I read it, and I was like, I love this character. This is like top 5 favorite characters of all time. Like, I love him. I'm obsessed. I'm on page 612. While I was in Washington, let me give you a haul. Where I live, there are not very many bookstores. We have a used bookstore in town, a Books A Million. There's like a small independently owned bookstore, which is very cute. And that's it. That's all we got. So while we were there, we visited a Half Price Books. And I would have gotten more books, but unfortunately, I was trying not to take up a lot of space in my luggage. So really, I went in looking for the first book in the Farseer Trilogy, which is the trilogy that comes after this book. They didn't have it, but that's okay. And then on the end of one of the rows, I saw this bad boy. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I have been reading the second book in this series for a hot minute, like a few months. And I've been putting off buying this because it's like 20 bucks. By the way, can we talk about how the price of paperbacks is just escalating? Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when I was younger, a hardcover was 20 bucks, okay? And a paperback was like 10. And you can still find a mass market paperback cover for 10 bucks, but that's pretty much it. That's insane to me. No wonder why people say that reading is such an expensive hobby. Rant over. Back to what I was talking about. I got this bad boy. I took the sticker off of it, but I think it was like 7 bucks. I ordered Ship of Magic, and it was here when I got home, which is fantastic. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to jump into this guy, and it smells so good. But I'm going to go back to reading and drinking my coffee that I just made. Hello, friends. Hopefully I'm in frame. My child is currently asleep, so I'm going to try to make this quick. So you can see my cat. He's sitting in my spot. I'm sorry for my voice. I'm still getting over being sick. I finished Assassin's Quest 2 days ago now, and I have not stopped thinking about it since I finished it. The ending was a little bit slow, and I think just because you knew what was coming to an extent, and it just felt like it was taking a long time to get there. Robin Hobb's character work is incredible. Maybe the negative part of that is that she spends a lot of time at the end of the book talking about how Fitz feels about everything, which is fine. But it did make it feel kind of drawn out. I think I wanted more like back-to-back action than what we got. And don't get me wrong, there is quite a bit of action at the end of the book, but maybe not as much as I anticipated there being. All that being said, this last book is definitely still a 5-star for me. It was so incredible. This whole series is so amazing. I haven't finished
a series or a trilogy in literally, I don't remember how long. I think you really have to be a fantasy lover, and you have to be okay with being along for the ride for these. It's so atmospheric. You get to know Fitz so well. Fitz becomes like a best friend almost while you're reading these. Like, he's my homie. Robin Hobb is quickly becoming one of my new favorite authors. I'm excited to read more work from her. If you haven't read these, please go and read them. They're fantastic. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being along for the ride. Let me know what you're reading right now. Let me know what you're reading in September. Until next time, see you.